We are in a period of immense change in the way we heat, cool, and live in our homes. Over 38 million Americans live in multifamily rental buildings that consist of over 5 units, but they're often shut out of opportunities to electrify and weatherize their homes due to a lack of outreach, education, and services to multifamily building owners. These multifamily building owners may want to pursue upgrades to their properties, but they often don't know where to start, don't have the resources, or simply don't see all of the benefits to upgrading their homes, both for themselves and the families that live in them. This is where ICAST One-Stop Shop, or OSS model, comes in. ICAST electrifies multifamily affordable housing so families can have lower utility bills, safer and more comfortable homes, while reducing carbon emissions and providing local workforce opportunities. We do this by handling all parts of the retrofit process, from outreach and intake to project execution and closeout. We incorporate upgrades that affect all parts of the building, including the building shell, domestic hot water systems, HVAC systems, lighting, renewable energy generation, and much, much more.
So ICAST completed our solar panel installations and down at the Robert L. Wall Senior Citizen Center. And so we did have a consultant that brought ICAST to the table. We do look forward to working with them on projects here at the church, and we own some additional properties here in the city. And so we wanted to see how this all worked out. And so it is our plan, though, to work with them again if we have the opportunity. The whole team were absolutely fabulous to work with, kept us abreast, kept me informed. And I really did appreciate working with them and look forward to working with them again.
A lot of what resonates with me about the purpose statement is doing things for local communities that build resilience for underserved households, underserved individuals. At the end of all of this, where we provide energy efficiency upgrades and health and safety improvements, all of that stuff, and in doing so combat climate change, you know what I mean, which is large scale. That's amazing, and I'm so proud to be a part of that.
We have conducted energy efficiency and renewable energy work nationwide and have provided upgrades to hundreds of thousands of homes, created nearly 2,000 jobs, and are in the process of bringing in over $150 million of investment into disadvantaged communities.
Has completed quite a few projects for us. Yes, we keep using ICAST because it's been a great program as far as the rebates, and it makes it affordable to do some of these upgrades. The other advantages, we have the option of using an ICAST contractor, and you know how hard contractors are to find, or I can use my existing contractors that I've been using on some of these different projects. So the flexibility has really been terrific.
ICAST sort of core values, come back to its mission, which is to build triple bottom line impacts. So to generate impact, social, economic, and environmental impacts in a way that builds local capacity. And that's a super vague overall mission, but what it really means is we want to create as much impact as possible. So right now, how we're doing that is working within affordable housing to provide clean energy upgrades, energy efficiency, renewable energy, and work with the community that we're working in to provide workforce development services so that the communities that we're going into and working in benefit economically from the programs that we're running. So it's sort of 3 whole different subsets of impact just in that general day-to-day work we do, which is like, preservation of affordable housing, battling climate change. We do really, really deep energy retrofits, so an electrification, which is really needed, and workforce development, economic development for disadvantaged populations.
They did all the filling out of the application. The only paperwork I had to provide was some basic information and data, and of course the pictures, copy of the invoice, and that was about it. They handled everything else. We were absolutely surprised and ecstatic about the amount of our refund. We had a $13,000 project that ended up costing, with a refund or a rebate of $10,700 for replacing the entire hot water system or water heating system in this 22-unit complex. And we only ended up paying about $2,000 out of pocket. And so it really just, it elevated the whole situation even more. Especially since when we came to New Mexico Gas Company, we've been searching now for 2 years to find somebody to work with to even avail of any of their rebates. So this was definitely a blessing.
So I joined ICAST because their mission really resonated with me. I have worked in the nonprofit energy efficiency space for over the past decade. And one of the things that really resonated with me with ICAST is their emphasis on working with disadvantaged communities and individuals from disadvantaged communities. I feel like there is a bit of an eco-elitism in the environmental world. And so, I've seen folks from disadvantaged communities be kind of swept under the rug in a lot of instances. And so I really liked that ICAST called that out and really focuses their efforts on making sure that those folks have a seat at the table and that they're benefiting from all of the advantages of energy efficiency upgrades and retrofits. And I felt like my background I originally come from the K through 12 world. And so the very sort of inception of career awareness and starting to build the pathways and the building blocks towards careers in energy efficiency. And so for me, I felt like this was a great way to sort of use some of the skills that I learned in working with those younger audiences and applying them, because education is education, learning is learning at some point. So there's a lot of transferable skills and strategies that I think can be used with adult audiences as well as youth audiences. So I was really excited about the opportunity to expand upon that and bring that background to ICAST.